Ladies and gents, Tottenham have won a football game. We haven't seen this for a long time. Over a month, which is quite a long time in football. We've just gone out there and spanked Southampton 5-0. And do you know why I am... Look, it's Southampton. They are where they are in the league for a reason. But do you know why I'm happy? Is because James Maddison, Son, and Kulu, as well as Sarr, absolutely balled out. Absolutely balled out. The only one of our front three or front four that didn't score was Dominic Solanke. We're going to get into it. Make sure you go down and drop a like on the video. My Chelsea match reaction will be out straight after this. And make sure you have subscribed to the channel. We are steamrolling our way to 40,000 subs. We just hit 33k last night, I believe. Southampton, though, they are in the pits. They are absolutely horrendous. And we just turned up there to be 5-0 up. It doesn't matter who you're playing in any game of football. In the first half, major problems. Boos after 15 minutes at St. Mary's. We turned up there with a makeshift team. You know, only one of our traditional back four playing. Bergvall starting as well. Thought he was very good tonight. We ended up bringing on players like Lancashire, Dorrington, young players. Archie Grey as well. Another 90 minutes in the tank for him. Massive game against Man United Thursday. Of course, they beat City today, so they're going to be buzzing off that. This was a team, an ex-Southampton player in there as well, in Fraser Forster. A back four of Spence, who was really good tonight, had a part to play in all three goals. Radu Dragusin, Archie Grey, Destiny Udogie, Bergvall, Sarr, Kulu, Maddison, Son, Solanke. And I've noticed something now. There's a trend that whenever James Maddison has a good game, Tottenham have a good game. Man City away, you know, bagged twice there. Bagged twice tonight. He also had a really good game against, is it West Ham at home? Villa, he comes off the bench, bags a free kick. You know, Kulusevski, one of our, if not the most important player for me now. You know, that's I think 5 Premier League goals and 3 assists, so 8 GA in 16, 2 GA in 6 in the Europa League, and 3 GA in 2 in the League Cup. And we had the absolute perfect start. A perfect start to this game. You know, 1-0 up inside the first minute. James Maddison. Absolutely flawless. The second finish from him was a joke, and we will get onto that. But we did go 1-0 up so early on. Spence runs the ball out from the back line. I literally went to get a cup of tea just as the game was starting. Come out, and it was already 1-0. Spence plays the ball into Maddison, and it's a lovely, lovely finish. We're 1-0 up inside 40 seconds. A relentless start from us. Had to go out there and get an early goal, and we kind of needed this. We needed to give someone a battering to kind of take some momentum into the next week, because the next week we've got 2 tough games, playing Manchester United and playing Liverpool. So it's a really, really big 7 days ahead, and we needed to have a good start to this game, and that's exactly what we did. We then made it 2-0, something like 10 minutes later, Heung-min Son. You know, we double our lead in practically no time. A fantastic cross from Maddison, splashed right across the box. I don't actually think it went down as a Maddison assist because Stevens flicked it on, and there was Son to left foot it through the goalkeeper's legs. Son also had a really good game, 1 goal and 2 assists. And, you know, it was the perfect start. And then before you know it, we're 3-0 up inside 14 minutes. And as soon as the third goal went in, the boos at St. Mary's were unreal. I've never seen a team boo that much after 15 minutes in the game. Dejan Kulusevski makes it 3-0. Solanke hits it into the goalkeeper from about 2 or 3 yards out. And there is Dejan Kulusevski to tap it into an empty net. And you could see the frustrations from Solanke because he desperately wanted that goal. But that's Dejan Kulusevski in absolute ridiculous form right now. Our most important player, our best player this season. Southampton hooked off Sumenyana early doors and brought on Nathan Wood, who didn't actually do that bad since coming on. They had their first kind of sighted goal in around the 20th minute. Fraser Forster made a save. And Son gets his second assist, the ball into the box. Sartar Toure runs onto it and puts it in the back of the net. And it was a really good performance from him. And we're 4-0 up inside 25 minutes. 4-0 up inside 25 minutes. The only bad thing from the first half is that Destiny Udogie did get an injury, which kind of puts us in a really awkward position going into the going into the Manchester United game, because we're not going to have Dragusin. No, we are going to have Dragusin. We're not going to have Romero, Van der Ven, Davies, Vicario. The back line's probably going to be Gray, probably going to be Dragusin, Spence, and Porro. That against Man United, and it will probably be the same back line to play Liverpool. He's alarm bells for me. Massive, massive alarm bells. Bergvall picked up a yellow card around the half-hour mark. And then when you make it 5-0, the goal of the match, the player of the match, James Maddison, the finish is a joke. The pass from Son, the first touch to chop it back, whip it, towards the back post, and it's in the bins. But I'm not going to get massively carried away. It is Southampton. They are where they are in the league for a reason. After that fantastic performance, we are still only 10th. And, if we don't get a good result against Liverpool and teams around us win, it puts us back down to, that we're only above 12th on goal difference. But we are only 2 points off of 6th. So 1 point could put us in the top 6, 1 win. But we have got some tough games coming our way. We do play Liverpool next Sunday, 4:30. Straight after that, Nottingham Forest away. But Manchester United's going to be a really tough game. Really tough game. I'm happy that we saw a lot of the youngsters come out. Like I said, Dorrington, Lancashire, obviously Archie Grey and Bergvall, both only, we forget they're only 18. Pedro Porro obviously come on. Johnson come on. Werner come on for the last 15 minutes. Was interesting considering what Ange Postecoglou said about him. He's obviously expecting a reaction, and we probably should have had a couple more goals. But fair play to the Southampton fans, because they continue to cheer their team on. And after you're getting an absolute pumping, I have to respect it. Like, I really do. And Tottenham now have scored the second most amount of goals in the league. Only Chelsea have scored more. We've scored more goals than Liverpool, Arsenal, City, all the big clubs, Man United. To give some context, we've scored 15 more goals than Man United, which is insane. But we need to keep this going now. We need the momentum to build. Go and beat Man United, and we're 3 games from a final. No, 3 games, from lifting silverware. You got a semi-final home and away in the League Cup, and then you're in a final. If we beat Man United, we're in the semi-final. Now, we could get Liverpool or Arsenal, but you hope we get Newcastle or Brentford. These are our next 8 games, and there are some tough games in there. We don't have a great record against Newcastle in recent years. Wolves will be interesting because they've got a new manager. Liverpool, I'm not expecting us to win because Liverpool are a far better side. Straight off the back between that, you've got Nottingham Forest away, which is going to be really tough. But if we beat Man United somewhat convincingly, that will give us massive confidence going into those next 2 games. But it also works both ways. If we lose against Man United, that's not the team you want to play after losing a quarterfinal. But look, we were really good today. Credit where's credit's due. Ange made some bold decisions. Bissouma was obviously suspended, and I think you could tell the difference in the way we play. The press was absolutely relentless. One-touch pass and moves. James Maddison, brace. Kulusevski, good as well again tonight. But I was impressed with Jed Spence. I was impressed with Bergvall. He finally got a start as well as Spence. And I think, it's a shame that we had to bring on Pedro Porro because the guy's played so many minutes. He looks like he's, to a degree, burning out. And he's going to have to play against Manchester United. And then he's going to have to play at the weekend as well against Liverpool. But look, lots of really, really good football today. We saw a Manchester derby, which was unreal. The Spurs have gone out there and we have actually performed really well. Really, really well. And we've given a number of teams batterings this season. West Ham, battering. Villa gave them a battering. Southampton gave them a battering. We scored 3 against Man United away from home. But with the thing with our wins is when we win a game, we then drop down a little bit. And you can see that with the inconsistency in our results. It's still 2 wins in 9 games. It's not great, but a win's a win. A win's a win. And when you win like that, you have to be happy, right? We should have beaten Fulham. We should have beaten Roma. Piss poor against Chelsea and Bournemouth. Should have won midweek against Rangers. But now we're off the back of a win. We have to follow this up. I can't stress this enough how important a win is against Manchester United. If we beat Man United, we're in the semi-finals. City aren't there. Chelsea aren't there. It's only Man United, Liverpool, and Arsenal. No disrespect to Brentford or Newcastle, but they don't have pedigree in this competition, whereas Liverpool do. They won it last year after all. So look, it's 5-0, it's 3 points, and that's all that matters. I'll see you all soon. Thank you for watching. I'm out.